You are tired. You are exhausted from chasing dreams that always seem far away. You wake up in the morning and the weight of doubt sits heavy on your chest. You wonder if life will ever change, if success will ever belong to you, and you know that feeling all too well because life sometimes feels like a treadmill where you run and run, but the scenery never changes. The bills keep piling, the responsibilities never end, and your goals feel like distant stars shining but unreachable. And you have probably looked at your own reflection in silence and asked yourself why you are still stuck in the same place. But let me remind you, you are not alone, because every successful person once stood where you stand right now. They felt the same fear, the same uncertainty, and the same heavy silence of nights filled with doubt. But they made a choice that changed everything, and that same choice is available to you this very moment. Imagine a seed buried in the soil. It waits in darkness. It feels the crushing weight of the earth above it. It feels invisible and forgotten, yet something inside whispers to grow, and slowly, quietly, it begins to push against the soil, stretching toward the light, until one day it breaks through, fragile but unstoppable. And that seed is you, if you refuse to stop. Jim Rohn once said, "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." And those words hold a truth that can rewrite your life. Success is not magic. It is not a secret given only to the lucky or the talented. It is daily practice. It is showing up. It is repeating small actions until they shape your destiny. Because your life is not built in a moment. It is built brick by brick, discipline by discipline, choice by choice. The enemy of your dreams is not the world outside. It is the voice inside that whispers, "Not today." It is the thought that says, "Maybe tomorrow." It is the fear that convinces you that you are not enough. But let me tell you, you are more than enough. You have more strength than you realize, and your potential is waiting for you to claim it. Think of life as a mountain. From the bottom it looks impossible. The peak hides behind clouds, and you wonder how anyone could ever reach it. But those who climb know the truth. You do not conquer a mountain in one leap. You take one step, then another, then another. And before you realize it, you are higher than you ever imagined. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is freedom. When you say no to laziness, you say yes to success. When you say no to doubt, you say yes to possibility. When you say no to procrastination, you say yes to destiny. Yes, it hurts to change. Yes, it feels uncomfortable to break habits that you have carried for years. But the pain of discipline is so much lighter than the pain of regret. And regret is a weight you never want to carry. Remember Jim Rohn's words again. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. Notice the word simple. Not complicated, not impossible, just simple. You already know the things you need to do. You already know the steps. Wake up earlier, read one chapter, exercise your body, practice gratitude, save a little money, speak with kindness, work with focus, and if you do these simple things daily, your life will transform before your eyes. But here is the truth that most people avoid. Most people will not do it. They will listen, they will nod, they will agree, and then return to the comfort of old habits. They will waste another day, another year, another decade, waiting for change that never comes. Will you? Or will you decide that today is the day you rise? The people you admire are not superhuman. They are ordinary people who chose extraordinary discipline. They pushed when others rested. They believed when others doubted. They continued when others quit. And now the world calls them successful. That same choice is in your hands right now. Will you let fear win, or will you step forward with courage? Will you let excuses rule, or will you create habits of discipline? The decision is yours, and no one can take it from you. Excuses sound convincing until you see what they have stolen from you. They steal time, they steal opportunities, they steal dreams. But discipline returns them all. Close your eyes and picture the life you want. Picture the peace, the health, the freedom, the joy of living without chains, and believe that it is possible because it is, but only if you begin today. Your past does not define you. Your mistakes do not chain you. Your failures do not end you. They are lessons, teachers, reminders of what not to repeat. Use them, grow from them, rise above them. The clock is ticking. Every second wasted is a piece of your dream lost. But every second invested in discipline is a brick placed in the foundation of your future. So which will you choose? Some people wait for motivation to appear, but motivation is not a lightning strike. It is a spark you create. Action brings motivation, not the other way around. Start small, do one thing, feel the power of progress, and let that progress feed your fire. Have you ever noticed how heavy the first step feels, but how momentum builds once you begin? That is the secret. Begin, even when you do not feel ready, especially when you do not feel ready, because starting is the hardest part. Look at the world around you. Success stories are everywhere, but they all share the same hidden foundation. It is not talent alone. It is not luck. It is not magic. It is consistency. It is the mother who wakes early every day to build a business. It is the student who reads one more page when others sleep. It is the athlete who trains even in the rain. It is the dreamer who refuses to quit when no one else believes. Their lives are proof of Jim Rohn's wisdom. Success truly is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. And yet, doubt will always whisper. Fear will always knock. Procrastination will always call your name. But discipline is the door you must walk through, even when it feels heavy. And when you walk through enough times, it becomes easier. It becomes natural. It becomes who you are. Imagine the freedom of being the kind of person who keeps promises to themselves, who says, "I will," and then does, who builds trust with their own soul. That is power. That is confidence. That is success. The world will not wait for you. Time will not pause. Dreams will not chase you. You must chase them. Every day you delay, your mountain grows taller, your dream drifts further, your excuses grow stronger. But every day you act, the mountain shrinks, the dream moves closer, and your confidence expands. Which reality do you want to live in? The one where you are trapped in circles of regret, or the one where you stand tall, free, and fulfilled because you practiced a few simple disciplines? You are capable of extraordinary things, but only if you begin with ordinary actions. Success is not a sudden explosion. It is a quiet accumulation, a patient building, a steady rising. Like drops of water that carve stone, your daily habits carve your destiny. Will you let those drops be of discipline or of neglect? Will you let them build strength or weakness? The answer will decide the story of your life. So rise. Rise now. Rise not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. Rise today. Begin the simple disciplines. Repeat them. Protect them. Grow them. And watch your life transform. Remember the seed in the soil. Remember the mountain climbed step by step. Remember Jim Rohn's words. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. That truth can set you free. That truth can build your life. That truth can be the reason you never give up again. This is your moment. This is your chance. Do not waste it. Do not wait. Do not surrender to doubt. Take it. Own it. Live it. Success is waiting for you, and it begins with what you choose to do today.